Did you mouth fart while drinking Red Bull? How did you do that?
Kind of have to leave a little bit of your mouth open so that when you suck in, it goes, yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the Sounds podcast, the Arcane Lounge
Yeah, this
Sounds
one's dedicated
podcast.
to the Spotify listeners.
Yeah, thank you, Spotify listeners.
Oh.
That was the
He
sound
made that with
of
his
my
butt,
ear.
actually.
Oh, my ear butt. What if you did hear out of your butt? What if you had the part in your head with the sound stuff, the eardrum?
Mm-hmm.
What if that was
In your ass?
In your ass, where you had two holes, one for poop, one for hearing.
Oh, so like a vagina, you had two holes?
No, but different. They're both the same size as the butthole. Is the ear canal? No stupid questions time. Is the ear canal smaller? Yes, it is. Well,
Than
no.
your butthole?
Yeah, is the ear canal smaller than the butthole, but can the butthole just get bigger?
Well, your butthole can get bigger,
Your colon,
yes.
can your colon just get bigger, but your ear canal can't? But are they the same size?
I think it depends
Because
on the
you
butthole.
can stick a finger in both.
Yeah. You can stick a few fingers in your butthole, though, if you try.
That's true, because it can get bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so technically I guess that means it's bigger.
Yes.
But most of the time it's the size of your ear canal.
Sure.
What if when you wanted to hear something, instead of going like this, your ear canal opened like an anus?
Like the things in The Quiet Place?
Ew! Yes, exactly like that. But then it wouldn't be that weird if everybody did it, though.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be normal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just whenever you're like, what'd you say?
What'd you
And
say?
I go like this, and then my ear would go, bleh.
What?
You would go, "Ugh."
When you get older, would you need lube?
Yeah, they get all saggy.
You
Your ears would sag, and the insides would. You could also maybe have an inverted ear.
Would people have sex with the ear?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Ear?
Yeah, baby, let me hear that dick. You open it up.
You open it up. You gotta make a lot of noise.
And then
that's the foreplay.
This also in this world, dicks can make little noises.
Little
They
noises.
go.
They have a
They go.
little E.
They go.
That's gross.
And if you have a really big one, it goes. E.
Oh.
And if you it's getting too far. Okay. I'm not gonna go any further. Anyways, it was a really fast week. It was what? You have something else for this?
It's a different type of ear infection.
Oh no. People would put stuff. Would it feel good? Because it's different. Would it have the same like nerve ending, so it doesn't really feel good to put anything in it?
I don't know. Well, sometimes it feels good to like put something in your ear, right?
That's true.
So I imagine if it could stretch.
Put a vibrator in your ear.
Specifically ear vibrators?
Yeah. Ew.
You couldn't. I don't think you should ever use a vibrator for your downstairs for your ear, though. It'd have to be specifically for your ear.
But people would, though.
Yeah. Gross people.
Yeah.
Maybe if you watched it.
Okay, anyways, it was a fast week.
It was.
It was, I was like, really? It's already time to record the podcast? I don't know what happened this week, but it
week
went by quick.
so fast, we forgot to ask someone to be on the podcast.
Yeah, literally actually what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was those two really long combats that we did in both Evenfall and in Tomb. It was, wow, I'm not going to do combat for a while. It was rough.
Brain melt.
I mean, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot
fun.
of fun.
It was cool, but
they were both snake combats.
Isn't that funny?
No.
Have you noticed how similar sometimes our games can be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we just play so much of D&D.
We do play a lot of D&D. Remember before like COVID when we played like 7 times a week? You played at one point like 6 times a week.
I mean, It was easy back then. Now it's hard because
Yeah.
Zoom is so, I don't know
It's rough.
what it is. Streaming on Zoom is
Yeah.
exhausting. Streaming is fine. I don't really get exhausted from streaming all that much. But I think like once I'm on a Zoom call, it gets hard. Like this, what we're doing right now, this is like, I could do this for hours.
Yeah.
But
The
man,
difference for me is when we played at the table, I could just get up and stretch because I have like lower back problems. I have lumbago, as
okay,
Uncle would say.
You have lumbago.
And I could like get up, stretch, lay on the ground if I needed to. But now I can't because before I could just still hear the conversations that were happening. But now it's like I don't have my AirPods.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing is like sitting still. That's a hard part. Like when I'm doing like the role play bits, I can move around a lot more. So I can like stretch, I can lay them out. But like when we were doing that Evenfall combat, my right leg was like killing me because I had to kind of sit forward because I have one monitor here and then I have the other monitor, like right here. But I've got Roll20 on this one, on my left one, and I've got Zoom here on my front one, and then like on the right side of my larger monitor, I have like monster stats and stuff. So, I'm basically kind of like this the whole time. I'm like leaning forward on this leg so that I can like move between them. And eventually it like gets sore, but I can't like sit back because it's like, okay, whose turn is it? Okay, what's going on? But normally I can just be like, all right, we're out of combat. I can move back. But, if we were in person, I would be standing and that would be much better and much easier. Though I feel like these are ridiculously silly complaints.
Yeah.
Well, we stream D&D. Sometimes my leg hurts.
Yeah.
Oh. Those combats were really fun. I really thought, I didn't think you guys would die at all in the first one in Evenfall. You guys fought like a vampire and a bunch of guards, and I balanced that one.
Mm-hmm.
I did think you guys would TPK in Tomb, because for everybody, spoilers for Tomb if you're watching it, but for everybody else, we're playing Tomb of Annihilation. The party is in Omu, which is like a hidden city. It's like the end game, basically. And Raz Nasi, who's a Yuan-Ti Oathbreaker paladin, rose things, creating all the undead on the island, bad guy dude, has an entire army of Yuan-Ti and undead, like in this one spot in Omu. And the party went in, and I was like, they're probably going to stealth in and try to get this guy out, find Raz, get the cubes, puzzle cubes, and then leave. But then Ira, Colton's character, went blind from a trap, and then you were like, it's fireball time. Yep. And I was like, they have a gong. They're gonna ring it, and it like specifies like who comes in and fights. And I swear the initiative tracker was like 40 to 50 combatants, and it was insane.
And we killed all of them except for one.
You did.
One ran away.
No.
Yes, I think you forgot about him. Ayla casted Dissonant Whispers.
No, he came back and Artist killed him.
Oh,
yeah.
Must have missed
There wasn't
that.
anywhere for him to go down that hallway.
Oh.
Yep.
Well.
Yep. There were basilisks, Yuan-Ti.
Fucking murdered all those guys.
Yeah, got him. It was crazy. Tiff went down in combat, which
never happens.
She is a level 15 barbarian. That rarely happens.
14.
14. Well, now you're 15.
No. We were 13. Now we're 14.
Oh, now you're 14. Yeah. And then they leveled up at the end. I forgot to mention that.
You have wings now. I'm super excited for
Ooh.
it. Now I will be in the air constantly where people can't reach me, just chucking fireballs.
That's cool.
You ready for that?
It's easy to ground you.
Nah.
I mean, you're already so far away from combat anyways that it's like, meh. Why can't you fly yet? You know?
Exactly. I could. I had Big B's hand, and I also had access to fly, which I
was going to say, you guys were already like avoiding things that were like, oh, our feet, screw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the whole game was combat. It was like a 5-hour game, all combat. You guys lived. China almost died, and it was a good time. And some stuff happened at the end there.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that. Anyways, so outside of D&D, we did absolutely nothing this week except for play. I played Red Dead Redemption, and you...
I've been playing Stardew Valley for a month now.
Yeah,
every day.
You're trying to get all the achievements.
Yeah, I'm trying to get 100% in the game.
Wow.
Yeah, because apparently there's a new unlockable thing that you can only get if you have 100% in the game, and I'm hating myself. Trying to get 12 million gold currently, which should be a lot easier because I'm in late game, but it's so boring.
It's so funny to listen to you. I don't know Stardew Valley, and like the out of context, like I was just trying to get 12 million gold and I just wiped my husband's memory so I can marry another one. And I'm just like, holy shit. Also, my kids are on cocaine.
Dude,
huh?
Those babies in that game run so fast. You just go and you're like, all right, gotta go love on my child, because you can grow a bond with your kids in the game. And
what happens if you don't grow a bond with your kids?
Nothing.
Then why?
I don't know.
I fucking hate that game. I'm sorry to everybody out there who loves this pure, innocent, beautiful game. I struggle very hard to play it.
I'm not entirely sure if they count for because one of the achievements that you have to get is you have to have 10 or 8 hearts with everyone in the game. 8 hearts for the people that you can romance, and then 10 with everyone else. And then you can get your children to 10 hearts. So I don't know if they count towards that. But right now my son is at almost 10, and then my daughter that you named Frank is at 7.
You just texted me one night. I was like, what should I name my daughter? And I was like, Frank.
Yeah. Which now I'm like, that's kind of a cute name.
No, stop.
I actually kind of like the name Frank.
Frank.
Like Frankie?
No.
Oh, I just thought of Frankie Jonas, who apparently is a nasty man, so never mind. Don't you hate that when you're like, oh, I like that name, I'd name my kid that, and then it's just some asshole?
You think of some asshole? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we asked everybody at home for some hot takes. Today is the spicy episode of the Arcane Lounge podcast, and there were some in there that I am just ready to dig into.
Confrontation so much.
No, you do not.
I do.
You don't.
I like being petty.
That's it. I was going to say, you like being petty and you like being mean to people on the internet.
Yeah.
Which, I'm sorry, everybody, but being mean to people on the internet
is fun.
It's fun.
I'm never going to be hateful or
awful.
Mean about things like race, but
no,
if your opinion is dumb.
Oh, my phone died.
No hot takes.
Well, I could pull up.
I also have a phone.
You want to find one?
Sure.
Why don't you do it?
Why don't you stall for a minute?
Sometimes when I am waking up in the morning, I think that I want to die. And it's weird because it goes away after the morning. And it's not like that, I'm tired and I just don't want to wake up right now. I just wake up and I go, what's the point of waking up right now? And then once I get up, I feel fine. So I don't know what is going on in my dreams or in my brain while I'm asleep, but it is not good.
All right, I have one.
All right, let's do it.
Nate with a circus tent and a bat as an emoji next to their name.
Oh.
Also at the North Dragon. Says, hot take. Crunchwrap Supreme with a Baja Blast is the best thing at Taco Bell.
It's good.
I have to agree. I always get black bean Crunchwrap, but
yeah, a Crunchwrap's pretty dang good. Though it's not my normal.
What's your?
It's not what I go for.
You get the
I like
quesarito.
the quesarito.
Yeah,
quesarito is so goddamn good, and the fries.
Nate also says, I love Kenkus, but how the fuck do you do voice RP for them? I don't know if it's a hot take, just confuses me, and a collection of RDM voices seems fun, but also, what the fuck, man? There's got to be something else.
I agree completely, and I think the rest of us also agree that we've been like, hee Kenku, and somebody plays one, and they're either unbearable or they're just a Raven person. Just be a Raven person.
Yeah.
I don't know why they decided to give Kenkus all of these rules. I think it's like old lore or something. I don't know. It's dumb. It's really silly.
I just think it's not for everyone. I know that we've had a few people who are like, I'm going to play a Kenku like the rules say, and they only repeat things they've heard before. And I know Matt Mercer did it really well with
Kiri.
With Kiri.
Yeah.
That was really adorable. But our brother-in-law, he just talks. He just says what he wants.
And it's fine.
And you could just say, oh, well, my Kenku was
he can talk.
Was this a guy?
And he doesn't, his number one goal in life isn't to learn how to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't think that following all of the race, oh, well, they act like this and they do this and they do that. That's stupid. They can be however they want. They're people. Just let them be people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our Kenku hot take.
Would you like to scroll through them?
Oh, sure. Why would you let me do this? Golly gee.
Don't open my private tab.
There's so many.
Yeah. See, it's fun to have opinions.
Okay, Fel the Leb. Here we go. Think about what you want to do when it's not your turn is the stupidest D&D mantra / advice I see all the time. 1, duh, of course. 2, what I'm going to do could be drastically changed by whatever's before my turn. 3, just say what you mean, no phones.
Okay. I struggle with this because we have a few people in our games who just, I don't know if they don't think about what they're doing before their turn happens. And it bothers me a lot because
there's more in there, but we can talk about
every time it would get to someone's turn, they would just be like, I have no idea what I can do. Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. You do know what you can do. We've been playing this game for months.
Yeah.
You know what you can do.
That's the problem is I run across many players, like while I agree with Fel, I have played with people who play the same, like what you're saying, play the same character for a long time. Mm-hmm. Their ability, nothing has really changed except for the battle scene of what's happening before them. And I have players who are in the same game who are like, okay, I know what I want to do in my turn. It's going to be this. I'm going to ask my question. Okay, no. Yes or no. Okay, then I'm going to do this instead. Or I'm going to try to do this. Okay, I'm going to roll my damage, do my thing. Okay, that's my turn. I'm done. It's really annoying when you come to somebody's turn and maybe they are paying attention, but they just go, and then they scroll through their character sheet and then, they look through what they can do. And then I'm okay if they want to ask questions. That's fine. If they, like, I made a joke about this. It's called How Rogues Ruin, D&D campaigns. And it's like a skit where like this rogue wants to do all this crazy shit on their turn. And I don't necessarily mean that because I'm okay with players who are wanting to do weird stuff. As long as you're doing something instead of going, well, I have 3 options. The only 3 options I've had the entirety of this game. Now, you do have more options, but you need to ask the DM. So either do your thing or ask your question or stop taking up everybody's time. Yeah.
I do agree with the second thing they said. What? Hold on.
Also, I'm not talking about somebody taking 5 seconds to think, okay?
Yes.
It doesn't need to come to your turn and be like, okay, I know exactly what I want to do the instant the DM says my name. You can sit there and think for a second. I do that. It's more to me like these players that I've played with who are who go to their turn and then like rethink everything and then go, okay, what's happening? Yeah. Okay, where's this person? Okay, and it's like, okay, you weren't paying attention, in which Fel is right. No phones, because stop being distracted, because I've also played in games where my players on their turn during combat are scrolling through Twitter or Pinterest or something like that. And I'm like, guys, can you pay attention a little bit? So, yeah.
I do agree with the second thing they said, that, yes, bringing in a vampire in the middle of a combat that we just had was a little confusing. And even I was like, I know you said to have this happened on Friday. This is why I'm even bringing this up is, you brought in the vampire. My character was down the hallway and I was going to do something else. But when I found out that there was a vampire and Kurt was like, I need help. It did change my turn. Yeah. So I was like, just give me like a second. I'll figure this out. And then I went in there and, yeah. So
yeah. So, but I think what Fel is saying is that the hot take is that players, you don't need to tell your players, hey, be sure you know what you want to do on your turn.
Yeah.
But, the only way I can answer this is I've played with people who, pay attention. That is very correct. The problem is that I've played with people who pay attention and watch the game and go, Yeah. And it's like, I know you know what you want to do. What are you thinking about? So anyways, that was a good take. Yeah. That was good. It was fun to talk about. I haven't really talked about that one in a while. So look, guys, it doesn't have to do with the fact that we're being impatient. Maybe we are being impatient. I don't know.
Very impatient person.
I try to be as patient as I can, though I know I'm very impatient. It's more the mutual respect that I, as a dungeon master, am going to take a lot of time Sorry, not a lot of time, a lot of energy in order to make sure that these turns go quickly because I want players to have their turns. So I'm going to think about what my bad guys are going to do while you guys are kind of on your turns. And if other people are doing the same thing, it just really sucks when there's somebody who's like, oh, I just wasn't thinking. I just wasn't paying attention or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So that just is stupid.
Go ahead.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't really like reading aloud, so it's up to you now. Sorry.
All right, no worries. M asks, all right, it's time. Jacob will surely acknowledge this hot take now with his Kevlar eyes. Ahem. Paladins and barbarians should be fighter subclass.
No. No. I'm already getting bored with the classes we have right now. We need a new one. Don't try to don't just give them to fighter. Please, for the love of God, give us something new.
It would really take away, it would really take away, is barbarians too?
Yeah.
I could see barbarians because barbarians don't have a whole lot of flavor outside of fighting. They're very similar to fighters. Mm-hmm. But I also think that the rage mechanic is something that you can, like, I mean, yeah, they do more damage, but I think the identity behind a barbarian in 5th edition is that they're tanks. Like, they have a powerhouse. And so,
and fighter already has like 12 subclasses. Why do you want to give them some more?
I don't know. I think fighter is too broad of a class. Yeah. I think fighter should be split up into other classes like blood hunter, things like that, which blood hunter is already a class, but to me, when I look at a fight, everybody's like fighter's the most boring class. That's wrong. No. Fighter is one of the most interesting classes in the game. It's because the term fighter is boring and the idea of a gunslinger is far more interesting. And I think that could be its own class.
I love gunslingers.
I think like a strategist is definitely up the alley of like a fighter, but in 5th edition, fighters don't even operate like the previous editions. They used to just take tons of feats and be super customizable, and that's kind of what a battle master is, the best fighter subclass. But man, I think I like paladins and barbarians having their own identities. I don't think we need it. I think 5e has done a really good job at balancing how everything gets roped into each class. And I don't think we should be like, rogues are rangers, basically, and just kind of put them all into one thing. I know that's not what you said, Em, but like, that's how I see it in my mind is like, we can make a case for that with anything. Sorcerers and wizards could be one class. It's just that your subclass is wizard and your other subclass is sorcerer. Mm-hmm. But they have such specific identities that I think paladin and barbarian also do that separates them from fighters, that makes them their own thing. That's enough to kind of be. Plus, oaths are so cool. Don't rope that into a subclass, but make that as a part. You get your powers from Anyways, you get your powers from being a cool guy who follows an oath. That's cool. Anyways, that guy asks, I'm just reading these blind. I don't know what these are about. The ideas that a bard has to be horny, wizards must be smartasses, and paladins are divine servers are beyond overrated and can restrict how people think about the class when making a character. Opinions.
I agree with that.
I agree with that, but I don't think that we'll ever get away from it because people like to have stereotypes.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah. I am currently playing a paladin who doesn't follow a god, and I'm having a lot of fun. So
I think it's fun to subvert what your class. That's the cool part about D&D is that you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
But I have also played a wizard who is a smartass. So
that's true, but it's fun though, right?
Yeah, it is fun.
Right? You can do whatever you want. That's the thing. I think the more that we focus on the stereotypes, says the guy who makes videos on stereotypes about people in D&D, the more that they become more common and we find them annoying. Though the bard ones, I think, are really stupid because the bards are just so much more than just being horny. And I don't really even get why that's the meme with them. Like that's why that one makes me upset. Is like paladins are goody goodies. Yeah, there's good reason for that. It's because paladins have oaths and they have to stick to them, and they're very rigid characters sometimes. Bards being chaotic neutral sex gods, I don't understand because they get charm person. A charm person doesn't make people want to have sex with you. and I also think that that's just a weirdly inappropriate thing for Dungeons and Dragons anyways. I don't know. It's just weird. And it's like, come on, guys. That's, nah. Eric asks, what do you think of the maybe new Ravenloft campaign setting adventure book that Wizards teased today? Do you like to use campaign settings, or do you mostly prefer to homebrew your own setting? Also for Spencer, what is your favorite horror franchise of all time?
Horror franchise?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted by that. I really want to talk about this Ravenloft thing, actually.
Okay, I do too.
I didn't know. I didn't know what it was, and then I woke up and was like,
I saw the tweet and I was like, what?
Yeah.
It was like it's like an animated Ouija board.
yeah. And then Craig was like, yeah, it's something to do with
Well, somebody, I don't know who on Twitter said it was like, guys,
Spelljammer.
it's Spelljammer, but it was a joke because they want Spelljammer so badly.
Yeah.
It's obviously something with Barovia. What?
Gimme.
I gotta say, because I'm an angry white boy on the internet, the comments on the responses on that promotional thing with people saying that it was Barovia were mean. And I totally get that some people have a hard time with the original print of Strahd, or maybe even the new reprint of Strahd. I get it. There's some stuff in there that kind of sucks. It's not good, but god damn it, I love me gothic horror Dungeons and Dragons, and it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So give me more of it. And vampires.
Yeah, we have the Curse of Strahd revamped, and we got the Beetle and Grimm.
It's cool.
Yeah, we love us some Ravenloft around here.
I love the setting. It's so fun, and we have some good memories with that game too. And if there's stuff in a D&D pre-written campaign setting that you don't like, I'm not trying to be like, just ignore it. Wizards should obviously do something about it, and you know, which they kind of did and they kind of didn't. But I don't want to talk about it. But it, you know. I just kind of mostly avoided the Vistani when we did our game. They were just kind of Strahd's good buddies, and that was like it. Like they didn't really do anything because I didn't really want to run them and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Horror franchise, though.
Horror franchise.
I want to say, like, Scream, because I really like those movies. But also, after, like, the second one, they get kind of funky. But that's with any horror franchise. I feel like they're really, most of them get run into the ground. Like, there's so many, like, Friday the 13th movies, and they're all good, but also most of them are kind of bad.
Yeah.
I like Friday the 13th a lot. Do you have any? No,
not really.
No. You like, no, you actually don't like those. I was gonna say you like Evil Dead, but you just think that they're kind of funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Scream for now, but don't hold me to that in the future.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Spectre, world's okayest dungeon master, asks, the biggest failure of the Dungeon Master's Guide is not putting the custom monster rules front and center. And the biggest failure of the monster books is not putting different CR levels of more monsters like they do dragons. Gimme dire gelatinous cubes, damn it. Okay, that seems very specific for you.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to make your own monsters, I totally agree that the DM's guide should have a section in it where you can do that, because the one in the 5th edition one sucks. It's bad. Nobody uses it. But like, I mean, I know how to, I make my own monsters sometimes. It's not that super hard. I just kind of, I use it like a plug and play thing. Like, I look at a gelatinous cube and I look at a dragon and I take some of the abilities and I shove them together.
Yeah. Just do that.
Yeah, exactly. Why does that need to be at the front of the DMG, huh? No wonder you're the world's okayest dungeon master. I'm just kidding. You're probably a great dungeon master.
Yeah. That was a mean thing.
I would love to play in a game with a gelatinous dragon. That sounds like a cool idea. I'm trying to backpedal here,
like
because I didn't mean for that to be so mean, Spectre. I'm so sorry.
I feel like you go into what is it, Jubilex's lair in the abyss, just floating around, just a gelatinous cube dragon.
Hey, Spectre, do you remember like 10 minutes ago, 30 seconds ago, when I said that you were the world's okayest dungeon master? I still stand by that because that's your name and then what you call yourself. So anyways, Ben McCreary asks, probably too late, but here goes my lukewarm take. A stunning strike should be limited to one attempt per... Stunning strike should be limited to one attempt per target per turn. Take care of yourselves and have a good night. I agree.
We play with that rule.
Yes. Anyway, all right. Dismantle White Supremacy asks, I think creamy peanut butter is weird. Crunchy is far superior. Why even bother if there's no texture? Also, koalas have no right to exist with their smooth braids and poor diets. They're evolving themselves to death.
What a strange combination of text. I do agree with the crunchy peanut butter thing. I prefer
awesome.
that over creamy.
I also like crunchy peanut butter over creamy.
Then why do you buy creamy peanut butter?
Sometimes I like to have creamy.
Okay. Almond butter's pretty good. We have some.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad. Even though almonds kind of suck.
Almonds are delicious. What are you talking about?
Almonds are like the worst version of every other nut. Cashews are pretty good. Pistachios are amazing.
Mom, you know I love pistachios.
Walnuts are the worst. Almonds are right above walnuts.
You don't like walnuts?
No, they're disgusting. They taste like something that came out of like my body.
What about pecans?
Pecans are above almonds, but below cashews.
Okay.
They're middle of the road.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel bad for koalas.
Yeah. They're so stupid though.
I cried last night because I found out that most possums only live about 2 years. There were some tears. I love possums so much. They're marsupials.
Spectre, I want to talk to you again.
Oh,
I feel bad about what I said, and that's because I really cared about what you said. What? Sorry.
Don't crunch in the mic. Ew.
I think that you are maybe a pretty good dungeon master. But you want to make weird monsters and limit that to everybody else. So that's why I'm saying you're an okay dungeon master. I just wanted that to be clear. I hope you understand that. Okay. Anyways, moving away from Spectre. There's a lot in here. Stall. Okay, good stalling.
Yes.
Colin Tui, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, asks, I think optimizing is just fine, so long as you have a character behind it that your table enjoys. D&D is as much a game as it is a role-playing game. What do you think about that, Spencer? Because I think this is
if there was
a bit of a debate in the community.
A character surrounded around it. And if the players are all okay with it. Sure.
Oh, then yes. Actually, anything that all of your players are okay with and makes no problems at your table is okay to do.
I find that very hard to believe.
Yes.
But if it works for you and your group, then
and
sure.
That's a hard pillow to swallow because none of us are going to agree with those things.
What did you just say?
That's a hard pillow to I said pillow. I like that I said it again.
It's like that.
You
the same.
Swallow your pillow.
It's the same Tupperware I give to my dog.
Yeah, Tupperware. Yeah. Sometimes I just munching down on my pillows, and they're really hard to swallow. Sometimes that is a tough pill to swallow, even for me, because I literally make advice content on YouTube for D&D. And the crappy part is that there are going to be people who are going to like to have, I don't know, like racism in their D&D games, but their whole, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't do that. But I don't know. Nobody could really stop them. People are going to do shitty things, and you can't just be like, no, you can be against it 100%. You can say you don't have to do it. You can talk about how bad it is. Very correct. Yeah. And honestly, if you're doing that in your games, it's kind of questionable. And I wouldn't play in your games if you do that.
But us saying that can't stop you.
Nope.
Only you can stop yourself.
Exactly. So while I may think that optimizing is silly, that is because at my table, it is silly. And not silly.
And we've all kind of agreed that we don't really like that.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with the fact that it's like, my character is supposed to be strong. It's like, well, okay. You said it that in your tweet that D&D is a game as much as it is a role-playing game. So therefore, why does one person get to be stronger than everybody else just because they wanted to? I think that is a balancing issue when it comes to the game aspect of D&D. And I think it'd be more fun if everybody was kind of on the same playing level. And just because you're smarter and you know how to min-max makes you better at everything is dumb. And I think that kind of ruins the role-playing aspect of the game to begin with, because why play my bard when your wizard can do everything my bard does better? I think it's more fun to have an identity and flaws that you follow rather than being strong. But then again, if at your table your players are like, I love that you are a barbarian that never dies, then hats off to you, man. Hot take, D&D isn't the only board game in the world.
Huh?
Oh, no.
Has the camera not been going? Did we ever press record?
Hey, guys, you can see our faces now.
Did we not press record?
No, I did. I did push record once.
No.
Hey, everybody, we just realized that I'm leaving all of this in.
Damn it. Oh,
Hello.
well.
Hi.
You
Hey.
can see my weird sock now.
Anyways, Spotify people don't give a shit.
No.
Or people, maybe they're not on Spotify, they're listening on YouTube, and they have that cool YouTube premium where they can close the video and listen to it at the same time.
Best thing YouTube's ever done.
Seriously,
Yeah.
best thing. You used to have to get apps for it though, and people are mad because they're like, you can't because you have to pay for it. And it's like, well, yeah, but also you don't have ads.
Yeah.
You could also get an ad blocker. But where's the fun in that?
Yeah.
Anyways, hot take, D&D isn't the only board game in the world.
Next question.
Let's think about that one for a second. Oh, next question?
Yeah.
I like M's response to it. Board game? Yeah, obviously D&D isn't the only goddamn game around. Okay, I get their point. Their point is like, there's other things in D&D. D&D also isn't a board game. It's a tabletop role-playing game. You don't need a board to play it.
Nope.
You can sit on the floor.
You just need your head.
Yeah, you just stand in space and play it. You don't need a flat surface.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've played a few other board games in our time.
I love board games. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
I
hate Risk.
I get why you don't like it.
Yeah.
But I seriously think that you would have fun with it if you had a good time playing. So basically, Spencer, if you had fun, you would have fun. That's what I just said.
Y'all are fucking mean when you play Risk, though.
We've gotten better.
No, I don't believe that for 1 second. You guys actually got mad at each other one time and didn't talk for a fat minute. So I don't want to play that game. I just want to have a good time.
It's fun to play it with my sister and
Sabin?
Yeah, Maddie and Sabin are fun to play with.
Yeah, me and Sabin are the same person. I'm sure we get along fine.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they're great people.
And they don't make stupid alliances.
Because they learned.
Yeah. Well, maybe but they're cool about it.
No. I'm good. I'll watch. Bring my laptop, play Stardew.
Most people don't understand how to heal effectively in D&D. Quote, I used my action, spell for turn, and one per rest ability to heal everyone a billion. Best healer. You really need consistent healing over time that doesn't affect action spell economy, i.e. Dream Druid. I don't know why my brain is having a hard time understanding this.
Are they saying don't play a cleric, play someone who can just heal without using their action?
I think so. I'm sorry, everybody. I have dumb brain, and I'm going to have to reread this one for myself's sake. Most people don't understand how to heal effectively in D&D. All right. I used my action, spell for turn, and one per rest ability to heal everyone a billion. Best healer. You really need consistent healing over time that doesn't affect action/spell economy. Okay, so Dream Druid, I don't know Dream Druid. I don't know if they do something that does passive healing, but are you saying that healing effectively in D&D shouldn't use your entire turn? That's effective healing.
That would ruin the game.
I think that's why I'm having a hard time understanding this. It's because it's passive healing would be stupidly overpowered. Yeah. It needs to use your action economy. Otherwise there's then you're broken.
Yeah. I remember when we were playing Sunder, Marshall's character Neelix had this spell that would, over the course of a minute, heal a D8. Are you good? Stop putting ice in your mouth, weirdo. Would heal a D8 or a D6, and you were like, that you can't use it in combat anymore. It's too powerful.
It's the beast,
healing spirit.
The healing spirit. Yeah, it's really broken. They fixed it though, which is good.
That's good.
Yep. All right. Sir Thomas asks, hot take maybe? I think the DM should be more open about potential story beats and where the campaign is going, so the players can add stuff or have you work in what they want as the story and what you want as the story should be about what you and the players are building. Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
You're always like, well, this is what we're probably going to do next. Is there anything you guys want to do so that I can know, so that I can add it? And like, if there's ever
surprises are cool,
yes.
but surprises for the next major portion of the game is dumb.
Mm-hmm. And in all of our games, if there's ever going to be something that is specifically for a character, you usually let us know before, unless it's like this needs to be more of a surprise. Like in Sunder, when Klaus showed up, that was completely a surprise, but you did tell me at the start of the game, hey, this character is going to happen. It's going to be late.
Well, I told you previously, I was like, are you okay if this happens? Are you okay if this happens? What if I do this? What if I do this? What if I do this? Okay, you're okay with any of those, so I'll pick one and surprise you. Yeah. Cool. There's a lot of hot takes in here, guys. You guys are cool. I want to speed round and try to go through these. You can only take levels in pure caster classes: wizard, sorcerer, druid, cleric, no warlock because they're weird. How would you make it martially viable? Like less slinging spells and only spells, and more gonna whack things and fight in the fray. Druid, cleric, and warlock can do that because warlock has the subclass hexblade, which can make for pretty good fighters. Clerics can be war clerics, which makes for pretty good fighters, and druids can turn into animals, which are really good fighters. So wizards and sorcerers use magic. Why would you want to make them fighters? They're not fighters.
You could do blade singing wizard.
Oh, you could do blade singing wizard. There you go.
Don't know if there's a sorcerer that you would want to use.
I don't think there's a sorcerer anybody wants to use.
Oh, that's true. Fuck. I'm real mad about Sorcerer right now, so let's not talk about that.
No. I want to hear it.
I think it's stupid you don't get a spell every level. That's my gripe. 20th level Sorcerer, you have 15 spells. You have some cantrips, but 15 spells.
Why is that frustrating?
Because I like getting a spell every level. Feels nice. Feels good. But I understand you can switch spells out. You can change your stuff up, but I have fallen into a bit of a...
I'm not criticizing you. I legitimately want to know.
Yeah. I have like a set of spells that I use for my 14th level sorcerer. And so hearing you could just swap your spells out to get new ones on a level up. I have spells that I like. And getting to add a spell to that list instead of swapping a spell out would just feel better. But I understand it's probably a balance issue if you have 20 spells. And also all of these ways to alter the spell and make the spell better. I get it. And having access to a bunch of high-level spells with a sorcerer probably be a little too powerful.
Yeah.
I get it. Just feels bad.
I agree with you. I think I still stand by what I said in my How to Play Sorcerer video. I think sorcerers are really great cross-class options.
And I would have cross-classed this character, but just felt wrong for like her story. Yeah. And she's just a sorcerer. She doesn't really have anything else that she would.
Oh, and to go back on what we were saying earlier about the identity of certain classes, like being mushed into one, I think the identity of is, oh my God.
Just slow down, dude.
No, I have to speak fast.
No, you don't.
I know. Sorcerers have their own identity, which is really great in Dungeons & Dragons. I think that they don't need to be mushed into anything. I think the way they play out in game is really underwhelming, but I think that the new subclasses have fixed Sorcerer. I just wish they got more spells too. Yeah. All right, Ben, Leader of Men. That's an awesome name. 5e really needs more developed rules on how to run and engage players in exploration and role-playing with clear underlying mechanical framework. I would have to agree. I think that 4th edition, I saw a little tweet about it earlier, and then I looked at the book, and it actually had 4th edition has really awesome DM tools for making adventures, and I really wish 5e had them. They sort of have them. They have some tables to roll some stuff, but they sometimes don't make sense. I'm going to make a video about that at some point. I want to do a video where it's like the Tomb video and the Baldur's Gate one that we're going to do. You guys get to know about a video that's going to come out. It's probably already out. And the Baldur's Gate one and the Death House one, where I run you guys through a randomly generated like adventure and see how good it is for the DM's guide. Because the DM's guide has that. But I would agree. I kind of wish there was more rules on how to run and engage players in exploration and role-playing. It just has like a little chart to be like, if they roll a DC 15 persuasion check, they can change their mood. And it's like, okay. I guess I'll just make it up. And I think that that's what they want players to do, but it would be nice to have a little bit of guidelines there. It'd be cool. But then again, if they told you how to do everything, then what would all of us be doing?
Nothing. You'd be out of a job.
I think that's why they did that with 5th edition. They didn't want to seem like we are the arbiters of creating a good D&D game. I think that when they were designing 5th edition, they went, oh, maybe we know how to write the rules, but we're not great at making adventures sometimes. So you guys figure it out. We're not going to tell you how to do it. But I like the random tables. They're fun because they create ideas. Make more random tables, Wizards of the Coast. They're so great. They know that. They know they're great. Magic Android, y'all are marvelous. My favorite D&D channel, hands down. Thanks for the awesome content. This wasn't a hot take, unless that was a hot take. Damn, fuck you, Magic Android, you got us. Shit. No, for real, thank you. That was very sweet. Appreciate it. Multi-class cleric / commoner with a bread emoji and a rose emoji asks, please tell your DMs you're enjoying the game if you are. Yes, I agree.
Also tell them if you're not enjoying their game.
Also agree.
Next question.
That's it. We ran out. Unless there's more.
Is it meme time?
Is it meme time? Is it big memes? It's time for the big memes. Oh no, sorry. Jack had a fucking stupid question in here.
Don't look at it. Don't even look at it.
Jack O'Leary.
We hate you.
He made a really hot take. It's just basically not even worth looking at. Oh, there were 4 more. There are 5 more.
Oh, are we gonna do all of them?
Do you want to speed them? Do you want to speed through them? Okay, Jack said, what's the best way to pronounce Sahuagin? There you go. Artemis cares too much asks, what is the worst multi-class combination you've ever played? I gotta say that I liked playing Ket a lot, but multi-classing an Arcane Trickster into a Warlock with the Tome invocation, the Tome Pact boon, was really terribly awful, and I was like, it was like I could do no damage, but I had 50 cantrips.
Yeah.
It was stupid. Just waiting to hear Warlock Rogue because I did watch that video. Fuck! Wait, what video? I don't know what you're talking about, Artemis.
Artemis, I think you should change your name to Artemis Knows Too Much.
What?
Because they know so much.
What about what is this Warlock Rogue thing? I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
No, oh, okay.
Are they referring to Rosalie, perhaps, who was a rogue warlock? That was kind of fun.
Roguelocks can be fun. Just make sure you do well with your subclasses. Yeah. This is the speed round, Spencer. Come on.
I'm tired.
Okay. Mario Sack speaks to the internet. Nat 20s will always be an auto success. If you are incapable of succeeding in any kind of way, then why even ask them to roll? I kind of go the same way with Nat 1s, but I try to avoid fucking someone completely depending on the context. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with that sentiment.
You gotta have the...
If you ask your player to roll something, that means you are saying there is a 5% chance to succeed.
Yeah.
At least a 5% chance to succeed.
The door cannot be opened. The door cannot be opened.
Mm-hmm. Ready for this?
Don't. Jacob.
Ice. Himross777 asks, you're a 20th level spellcaster, but you have only one known / prepared spell with no other abilities. What spell would you choose and why? Wish is cheating, by the way.
20th level and we only have access to one spell? Gesh. Take over the world with Gesh. Yes, you could.
I don't like that that's what you want. I want Mage Hand.
Quicken spell Gesh. Yeah. That's what I want.
Spencer, that's kind of evil. Are you?
Am I evil?
Are you evil?
Give me Gesh and find out.
Oh, fuck. I just want to reach things.
If
or
you
invisibility,
had Gesh,
or I want invisibility.
or maybe suggestion, because I think Gesh takes like 10 minutes to cast or something like that. So maybe suggestion, be like, get me that book.
Okay, you could also have Mage Hand and give yourself the book.
Yeah. but also give me your car.
You could mage hand the keys. Ooh, I'm running out of options here.
Yeah.
Two Gnomes in a Trench Coat. I think that the modules don't have an outlined story, but are mostly open world. I think that the modules that don't have an outlined story and are mostly open world are the best, because they are so bare bones that the players themselves can make the story, like in Curse of Strahd or Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Okay, I would agree. I agree. Curse of Strahd does a really good job at giving you little places with a lot of detail. Mm-hmm. What I hate is Storm King's Thunder, which goes, here's a giant world, there's 5 important places, but you can go anywhere you want, but we didn't write everything. So if your players decide to go to Waterdeep, well, fuck you, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right, cool. Then we're in agreement here. Yeah. And last one, Ace. Hot take, ? Larger groups of players from 6 to double digits are cool. It's a situation where you may have to sacrifice character development for character interaction to tell the story, but I like embracing the chaos and learning about a wide cast. I agree. I like both. I hear people try to pick camps and are like, I like 3 players. And it's like, well, you should try DMing for more than... You should try DMing for 6. I like it because it's like a party. It's like, hey, we get to hang out, have some fun, more the merrier kind of deal. But DMing for 3 to 4 players can be really, really interesting and fun because there's a lot of little developments that happen in the game, but also getting a bunch of people to have all of their different sides to what you want to do can be overwhelming, but it can lead to a very fun game.
I think more than 6 players is too much.
I would have to agree. Once you start getting to 7 and 8, it gets rough. If you're in person, you can pull it off.
Yeah.
But if you're over Zoom, you're fucked. Anyways, we got some memes. I have one meme for you. That's it.
Your phone died.
Yep.
Here they go. All right, here are the memes. Do you want to do your meme first or my memes first?
Let's do mine last.
Okay.
And we're just gonna watch them from Spencer's phone because, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
No worries. I assume you want to be able to see these as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move my mic.
Oh, I see. Wow, we're so.
Mike's
look at us. We're so good at this.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. The Disney Plus servers. The minute a new episode of WandaVision drops.
I'm having a fucking panic attack right now. I need to calm the fuck down because I'm having a panic attack.
We were trying to log on to the like right at midnight onto Disney Plus to watch it. We had to wait 30 minutes.
Yeah, we had to wait for the episode.
Stopped watching the episode to actually watch it.
It was
ridiculous. Though. It was great. It was a great episode. Fun fact: did you know that the bigger eggplant guy has the slower he walks?
Man, fuck you guys. So I killed my friend.
Rip.
Oh, because Sonic has a small... Because he's fast.
Yeah. Did you not get it?
I got it now.
Okay.
I got it now. That was pretty good. That was great.
Okay.
Craig wanted me to send you this one.
Oh.
But I saved it for
this is a gift
right
from
now.
Craig?
So this is from Craig, yeah.
Sweet boy.
And this is POV, the pandemic is finally over and you're at a local show watching an emo band trying to stay relevant.
Number 1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town.
The crowd.
My friend's just gone down. I revived him. Now we're heading southbound.
Why does this slap?
Southbound.
Look at the map. Go to the mark.
That slaps. But also, Hotel Books? Is that you?
It did sound like Hotel Books and Beartooth.
Hotel Books more, but you're not wrong.
I actually hate music that sounds like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. I am not a fan. I am not. Actually, he sang a little bit in that, so it was okay. But if your music, this is the spicy. We're gonna make people mad this episode. I'm sorry if you guys hate us after this one. But if there's music and the music is just sometimes I feel really sad and I know it's not my fault. It's like slam poetry and they're just sad boys.
Hotel books.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, it makes me want to.
If you like that music, hotel books. If you want to be real sad, hotel books.
I don't like it.
I do. I love it. Makes me feel.
Why do you like it?
I don't know.
I like music that I can sing to.
You can sing to hotel books.
You can yell it.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta yell.
It's like doing a monologue. It's like reading a script.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't agree at all usually
Nope.
in our music tastes.
No.
So
Weirdly though, I feel like it's like food and music for us are opposite.
yeah.
I like most food. I like some food that you really like, and then you hate everything, and you have very few things that you like. But when I like only very small amounts of music, but you tend to like it anyways. Like there's not. I don't think there's music that I listen to that you dislike.
No, not really. But I listen to most music though. So, and then there's a
You're
lot
just
of
really
music.
cultured.
Yeah, I'm
You're
like actually really cool.
You just listen to everything basically.
I do. Like even some country.
You ever heard
a
this
little
really
bit.
underground band called Taylor Swift?
Wow. She's redoing all of her music, like her old stuff. I'm super pumped.
I have trauma with Taylor Swift because I
Yeah.
had two sisters growing up.
Well, I can't hear a country song and not sing to it because of my mother.
Oh,
Even the bad stuff is ingrained in my skull.
I'm the kind of guy to be like, country music fucking sucks, and then be like, to the town of our Freya rode a stranger
Yeah.
one fine day.
There is some country music that's okay, but like stadium country music,
Yeah.
no. But that's what's in here.
I like to have my big guitar.
And your tractor and
Like
your
to
country
drive
girl.
around my car. Drink
Really?
my beer out of my car.
Jacob, no countryman drives a car. They all drive trucks. If you drive a car,
I don't give a flying fuck.
if you drive a car,
I'm gonna hit you with my truck.
if you drive a car in a country song, you are a city boy, and you cannot respect a country girl. That's not for you to do.
I punched the city boy with my fist. Now I'm on a government list.
Yeah. I want to find some of the pictures of me in like 6th and 7th grade when I wanted to be an emo kid, but my mom still dressed me. Or had she told me what I could and could not buy is what I should say. Bad times. Oh.
I think that you are really dumb. I'm gonna
Shoot you.
shoot you in the thumb.
Why not with my gun?
That doesn't rhyme with dumb.
Yeah, it does.
I get okay. That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Uh,
That's the end of the episode.
yeah.